Cyriel has been given it the fighting talk before the Scottish Premiership kicks off on Friday. But of course, Rangers don't kick off until Saturday when they take on Hearts. But it's all the same talk that we've heard before. And here on Folk Football today, 29th of July, we're going to debunk these comments, alright? Because, what did this guy say last year, right? I remember, I think it was after the first Old Firm. Doesn't really matter when he said these comments. But he said he would literally die out on the pitch if it meant giving Rangers a win. And what happened? Did Rangers win an Old Firm last season? No, they didn't, right? They drew one and lost like 20 million. That's what happened. And I like fighting talk, right? But see when said fighting talk over like the past, however X amount of years has resulted in 9 times out of 10 failure and just us losing to Celtic and losing trophy after trophy, the fighting talk gets a bit old, alright? I really wish this fighting talk could get me hyped and could get me believing, but it doesn't get me believing. All right, I'd rather them just shut the hell up and deliver it because see when see during 55 or even the Gerrard years, league titles were lost obviously, and we didn't win a cup under Gerrard, but Gerrard's record against Celtic was very good. So, but again, would you take, obviously, record was good, but in terms of trophy count, it wasn't good. But now we have got a shite record against Celtic and we can't win a trophy. Oh, but what about Gio? He won the Scottish Cup. And what about Clement? He won the League Cup. I need more. Treble was on last season and the arse collapsed. But anyway, he was asked whether or not the Light Blues lineup is capable of winning the league, right? Before we get into his comments, obviously, he's not going to turn around and say, nah, we're shite. The fans know we're shite and we're not signing anybody and we're mints. He's not going to turn around and say that, but I would like maybe a bit of a more relaxed, cautious answer, but he said, oh yeah, definitely. I know there's a lot of talk around a big club like Rangers. Some people talk to me about the fishbowl that Glasgow is. It's obviously true that we are focused on the job we need to do. We have a big month in August, not only in the league, also in the cup and in Europe. So we know what to do. We have been there before. For some of the new guys, it's obviously new, but we'll take them with us. We'll support them. We'll be ready, said big Cyriel Dessers. And of quote again, right? Brilliant. But it's those comments last year that actually did piss me off. Like, I'm willing to die out on that pitch. You're just not, because you were missing. You say you're willing to die, but you're not willing to fucking put the ball in the back of the net. I mean, what did he do, Dessers? He scored one goal against Celtic at Parkhead, was it? So, I mean, what am I supposed to write home about that? Am I supposed to pretend that's brilliant? Is that going to get me over the line? Is that going to make me believe that Cyriel Dessers is the man to lead us forward? I've seen someone on Twitter, thankfully, most people disagreed. Oh, if we'd signed Cyriel Dessers this summer and he scored those 2 goals against Union Berlin, we'd all be lauding him. We'd all want him to, kick on and be our number one striker. Oh, aye, yeah, that's if we had signed him. But we know the baggage the guy comes with. We know the amount of chances that he ballooned. We know the amount of goals that he's cost us, games that he's cost us. I mean, what a stupid if, but, maybe. It's ridiculous. Scott Wright scored a wonder goal against Birmingham. Tom Lawrence has been a goal-scoring machine in pre-season. Oh, are we just supposed to forget about what they've done when it actually matters? What a ridiculous thing to turn around and say. Oh, we need to back Cyriel Dessers because, if he was a new signing scoring these goals, we'd all be acting different. Yeah, you would, but the reality is last season he cost it. I don't get it, man. Some people are mental. Thankfully, I've seen a lot of people disagreeing with that statement, but it's like, come on, man, that's ridiculous. Absolutely a ridiculous thing to say. You can't just treat Cyriel Dessers like he is a new striker. You can't do that. There is fine examples of where you can do that. I think Yanis Hadji, because he's been out on loan / injured for so many the past years. Dessers, he's not been injured. He's literally started every game in pre-season. He's ballooned chances in every game, apart from the Union Berlin game, where 2 finally taking goals. But even in last season, right, where he got so much criticism, look at the amount of good goals that he still scored against Betis, etc. But it's the other moments. It's the moments against Dundee. It's the moments against Ross County. Where was he to step up? His arse collapsed when it mattered. So, what I'd like? Less talking, more delivering on that football pitch. Am I going to see it? Probably not. We all know that Cyriel Dessers is going to start against Hearts, and there's going to be a guy starting for Hearts that we would want in our team. There's going to be a guy starting for Aberdeen by the name of Miloski that we'd want in our team. There's just so many strikers out there that could do a better job, or at least push this guy. I mean, Danilo potentially can, but we don't know what Danilo. You know, don't know with Danilo. I mean, at least Danilo you could maybe half use that example with because he's literally been injured since early December. But with Dessers, no, we know what we're going to get with Dessers. Yeah, he'll score the odd good goal and he might bang a decent number in, but you know what? He's still costing you about 40 goals a season. Literally, man. I mean, think of the games last season where this guy was missing like 5 clear-cut chances. They add up. They absolutely add up. Anyway, he thinks Rangers can win the league. It's going to take a miracle by my estimation, but come on, let's go. Let's get it done.